So let's talk more about this chatterbox. People sometimes have a hard time wrapping their heads around the concept of this chatterbox. And there's some other words that we could use to describe it. Mind would be one. Ego would be another. I don't like to use those words so much. They have a lot of story behind them. And it depends on your background, right? Have you studied philosophy or psychology? So, something like chatterbox to me is it's kind of fresh. We could say maybe it's like a television that never gets turned off in your head. Maybe that's not right. It's that noisy. But a television likes to talk about lots of random things, right? We don't have a lot of they don't have a lot of, I don't want to say control, but we just don't have a lot of input on what's happening on the television. Sure, we can change the channel here and there, but it's the media companies, the cable companies who control what we're watching when we have the television on. This chatterbox is more reactive to what's being experienced. But what's interesting to note is that its reactions are always critiques and judgments. They might be, positive or negative, good or bad. But it's always that quality of reaction. And this chatterbox is very sneaky. It's so sneaky that it uses your own voice, right? So that you're comfortable with it. It feels like home to you. It's been there your entire life, right? Since the moment that you discovered there was something called language. And all of a sudden, bam, the chatterbox has a voice. It's able to speak now. But this speaking is so subtle and sneaky, quiet. Now, of course, there's moments where it's loud and in your face and, maybe you saw something passionate happening in your life, or, you're at the movies and some scary monster's coming at you and your chatterbox is freaking out. I can't take it anymore, and you hide. Or somebody says something to you at work that just doesn't make you feel good. And the chatterbox goes crazy and screaming inside, wanting to call them names and things inappropriate for YouTube. But most of the time, this chatterbox is very subtle. It's holding your awareness. It's at the very forefront of your experience, and yet it's so very subtle that you may not recognize that it's been there all this time. And all this time, I mean, since the day you were born. I've heard it described as a break in being. That's another conversation in and of itself. So, this chatterbox, watch for it. Just watch for it. There's nothing to do with it, right? It's functioning correctly. It's doing what it was designed to do. What is that, you're asking? Oh, well, it was designed to think. It was designed to calculate. It was designed to assist us through our day-to-day experience, right? The programming that says, oh, don't forget your underwear today. Don't forget to tie your shoes and brush your teeth. You know, oh, what's this? My body is rumbling in the stomach. Oh, that means I'm hungry. Maybe I need to go and get some food. Right? These are the things that the chatterbox is great for. What it was designed to do. Oh, I could go on and on. Again, simple math, right? Writing a letter, pen in hand, typing on your computer, all of these things. We couldn't do it without the chatterbox. And our opposable thumbs, but that's another conversation too. So, just watch for this chatterbox, you know? Again, just 24 hours. Just a little challenge for you. Watch and see when this chatterbox comes to the surface. If you haven't experienced this awareness already, right? Just look and see. When are the moments that it's screaming and yelling, and when are the moments that it's quiet and subtle? And you know, just take a look. See what you see. And don't get mad at it. Don't try to stop it. Don't try to control it or react to it. Right? That's the chatterbox's game. All of those things that I just said, you can't do. That's the chatterbox talking about the chatterbox. Again, that catch-22. It's a very vicious game our chatterbox likes to play, but we'll come back to that later. So, next 24 hours, just watch. Watch and see when that chatterbox comes to the surface. And when you see it, just label it. Hey, that was my chatterbox. Look at that. Just label it. Let me know how it goes. Seriously, I'm curious. Let me know how it goes. Thanks for listening.